Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Our Aries, my name is Chelsea and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. Today we're going to take a look here at the energy of the person on your mind. I'm going to start with 4 cards from the Island Time Wellness as the overall energy, okay? So this is going to pick up on the energy of the person that you are thinking about, involved with, maybe disconnected from. This is going to give the message to the people who need it the most, all right? So please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I'm going to start off with the overall energy. We're going to take a look at anything that may be hidden. We're going to take a look at the True Love Tarot, and then at the end we're going to pull from the Angel Answers, so you can ask a question about this person, a yes or no question, and see what comes out, okay? So let's take a look. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. This is the person on their mind. Let's see. What is the overall energy of this person? Oh, my earring fell out. What is the overall energy of this person? Let's see here. And the connection with Aries, Sun. The first card we have is the Butterfly. The Butterfly, that's good. It says relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing the inner child and growth. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, and there is some growth happening. Show us what else about this situation for Aries, okay? The next card we have is the Hand of Cards, excuse me, Hand of Cards. And it says, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, and the gambling card, taking a risk. Show us the overall energy of this couple. Spirit, we have the Chaser. The Chaser, it says Chaser and codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. And we have Passion. All right, this is a jumble of emotions here. We have Passion. All right, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Woo, little toxicity there, right? I guess just to keep things interesting. All right, because we have some healing. We have some healing and some growth going on, but we have some games being played, or at least if it's not necessarily games being played, there's somebody here who is trying to weigh their options when it comes to a relationship. Is this worth the trouble? Is this worth the investment? Could somebody be hiding their motives or just hiding how they feel? Because the Hands of Cards, this talks about not showing the hand. Am I taking a gamble? Am I taking a risk? Maybe somebody has a better option, or there's options, but there also is this energy of being strategic when it comes to the relationship. Now, here's where it gets a little toxic, because we have the Chaser energy. The Chaser energy. This is the person who fears being left alone. They would rather chase, and be with someone who likes to be chased. You understand? Who likes that type of energy, or likes that energy of feeding their ego. Oh, they want me, so I'm going to keep running so I can feel wanted. And while the other person's like, oh my God, what do I do to keep them? What do I do to keep them here? I'm doing everything that I think I possibly could be doing for you just to make you happy. Is there anything else you want? So there's that dynamic, right? There's one person who is chasing, okay, and because they don't want to be left alone, and there's another person who is fearing being in a relationship, and so they're running, okay? And then you mix all that together, there's a lot of passion, a lot of sex. Probably, if I could bet my bottom dollar, there's a lot of making up to break up, okay? And breaking up to make up. There you go. A lot of argument. If it's not necessarily breaking up, it's arguments that are leading to passion. And arguments are passionate too. So anyways, we have the Axe energy here. It says break up, separation, stop the pattern. There it is. Stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. Cassette is underneath, which means replaying the same things over and over and over and over and over again. So let's take a look here, Aries. Because I cannot see for some reason. I don't know if my seat has gone. No, this is not what I want to use. I'm going to use this one. All right, so let's take a look here. The Hidden Truth Oracle. This is for Aries. Sun, Moon, Venus rising, and the person on their mind. Let's see here. What is the hidden truth in this dynamic? 3 cards came out. So somebody has some good news for someone. I remember every detail of their day. There may have been an argument. And what came out first is I love you. So there's definitely love here. Now, some of you could be disconnected from this person. Some of you are still with them. Maybe you're not speaking, or there's this distant energy between you two, because it says, I wish I could share my good news with you. I remember every detail of that day. There could be something triggering. There could be something that is going on in someone's life that they can't share with them. Maybe because the chaser and the runner dynamic. Maybe because the hands and the cards that are being played. And yes, this could be someone on the other side as well, because a lot of people ask that question. Yes. This also could be somebody on the other side. At the bottom of the deck, it says, you were the best thing that happened in my life. So that is a beautiful message there. Let's take a look here at the lovers. The lover oracle. Okay, so 3 cards fell out. I'm going to take them because they not a coincidence. It says, this first card says, I want to be different. I want to be different. You've triggered me. You've triggered me. And you are so different from everyone around me. Okay, so this could be a situation here of why someone is running as well. You're triggering them. There could be some twin flame dynamic here where you're triggering growth in this person. They don't like it. They want to stay small. They want to stay unevolved, I guess is the best way to say it, right? They don't want to do the work. There we go. They don't want to do the work, and they want to stay in their comfort, okay? Which we've all been there. But this person maybe is just too old for that now. Like, you either want the relationship, or look what just popped out. You either want the relationship, you want to do the work for it, or you just want to go. It says the forgiving and learning here. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments. That could be for both of you, Aries. But there's someone here who has some sort of trauma from the past, and it's spilling over into your relationship, and someone is suffering. Probably both people are suffering. But now somebody has become the punching bag, if you will. Emotional YouTube. Emotional, right? Somebody is letting out of their frustrations on someone, or someone is trying to heal someone. Give me one more. Of course, it's going to give me 2. We have keeping open. I knew that card was coming out. The codependency card. It's kind of like the devil in the tarot. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And dare I say, these addictions are the chaser energy, the chaser and the runner dynamic. And then we have a keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So, Aries, maybe you're with a karmic, maybe you're with a twin flame, right? It's still the same, but maybe this is that person, and they're just different than what you expected. Okay, maybe there's an age difference. Maybe there is spiritual, religious, traditional, race, all that. Maybe there's some sort of difference here between you two, and that has played kind of an issue to where, I wouldn't say an issue, but something else that has to be worked out throughout this relationship and this dynamic. So let's get one more here. What's going on with this? With Aries and the person on their mind? Aha. Here it is. We got low self-esteem and insecurities. They have low self-esteem and they're insecure. That right there, we don't talk about that enough in relationships. I feel like we talk about it all the time, but we never really name it. Like, that is the issue of why so many things are happening that are toxic in relationships. That's why the whole runner-chaser dynamic happens. Hold on one second. A lot of times that's where it stems from. One person, both people, I think if you really want to break it down, or there's some insecurities, because if you're running and you want somebody to validate you and chase you, then there's insecurity. And if you're chasing because you're afraid that you won't get anything else, there's some insecurity. So I feel like that could go across the board for both there. And we all benefit from self-examination. So not calling out Aries is just said, if this is the dynamic in the relationship with the chaser card there, there's something there about the low self-esteem and the insecurities. And again, we all go through that, but you have to break the cycle. You have to break that cycle. Shout out to Anya. I'm going to share her video in my community tab. By the time you see this, I will. She made a YouTube video on her channel about the conversation I had the other day with codependency. I felt like this is a great time to bring it up. And the topic where I brought up about what is it that other people are saying about you that you believe to be true, or you have believed to be true. Not because it is true, but because of your insecurities or the abuse that you have experienced, traumatic experiences, or narcissistic partners or parents, right? We start to shape our image around the things that other people who are wounded and broken have said to us. And what are some things that you can identify now that are maybe not true, but that you've taken on to be your truth, and it shaped your life? It's a conversation we'll have on a live, but maybe somebody needed to hear that right now. And I posed the question today. It came to me while I was working out. What do you believe to be true that is not true, right? That's pretty much what it is. What do you believe to be true that you have created your identity around that is not true? Let's see here for Aries and this person. We have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands could be a lot of things here, okay? Three of Wands could have a more positive disposition to the future. Like, this situation is going to get better. I am hopeful. I am waiting for something to turn around within this relationship because I just know that it's going to get better, right? Three of Wands could also be this energy of looking to the future, but because you're looking for others, right? We're going to have to take a look and clarify that, where somebody is keeping their options open. They're hopeful about the future, that there might be something better. And Aries, if you are in that relationship, you need to run, okay? Because if you're with somebody who is always keeping their options open while they are with you, that means that they feel like you are a placeholder, okay? Whether they love you or not. Okay, whether they love you, sometimes they do love you. They love everything that they do. They love everything that you do for them. And the sad part is they don't realize how much they love you until you are gone and you finally get the strength to leave, right? They've been searching this whole time for something better, but then you're gone and they realize, whoa, I had it right in front of me. Four of Cups right there is a missed opportunity card. So let's take a look here at the challenge here in this dynamic. We got the Knight of Cups and the Five of Cups. I'm telling you, first of all, this screams emotional unavailability. Emotional unavailability. I am emotional unavailable. I am wounded. I am hurt emotionally. Yet I am still looking for someone else's emotions to fill my cup. Instead of recognizing whatever went wrong with me or whatever wounding I have and healing that wounding, I'm just going to continue with these wounds to go look for somebody else's energy and love and emotions to fill me up instead of me filling myself up. See, the problem with that is the Knight of Cups is always searching for that next emotional high, right? Instead of staying around like the King of Cups and working things out and being emotionally mature and intelligent and gaining emotional intelligence, he's going to continue to keep frolicking around and finding the next big emotional high, especially coupled with the Five of Cups, because they're coming from an energy of hurt. Now, is this you, Aries, or is this your person? That's the question I ask you. Is it both of you? Is there something inside of yourself, low self-esteem and insecurity here, where instead of you healing that wound, you're looking for somebody else to heal it, to fill it up? All right. To fill it up. So there's a challenge here, and this could be both people, or this could be one person. There's the Knight of Cups could be a love bomber. It talks about romance, chivalry, like, I'm just caring about all your needs, but then I don't stay pretty much long enough to develop anything else because I'm going off to gain the next big emotional high. What's the advice from Spirit? We have the Queen of Wands. This is about confidence, whether you're a man or woman, right? She comes up as the Queen of Wands. This is about her confidence, setting her sights on things that she uses her creativity to accomplish or attract to her. All right. The Queen of Wands gives off some witchy vibes, but manifestation, if you will, creating, and she does it through her confidence, her charisma, and just her energy, right? She knows what she has to offer. She knows what she can create through her energy. And so for this to be the advice from Spirit, Aries, this is an indication here that somebody needs to raise their confidence level. Somebody needs to just recognize who they are and whose they are, right? So that you're not searching or trying to pick up scraps off the ground or trying to get some sort of emotional high, whether it's good or bad. You just want to feel something, right? You should be pouring that into yourself. And so the outcome here in the near future, we have the Death card, which talks about an ending. But this is ending. This is not a whole nail in the coffin. This is about this situation having to come to an end or transform, right? Like it said, so it can grow and develop into something else, or this is the ending of this situation so you can move on, heal yourself, become a healthier version of yourself, and attract a healthier counterpart. Because at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords, which is stress, anxiety, worry, and Seven of Wands, fighting back. This is about standing your ground, or even having to be in a situation which you're constantly defending yourself or trying to prove yourself in some way. As I split the deck, I'm seeing the Devil and the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands and the Three of Swords, the High Priestess and the Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. This is an indication, Aries, that this is a situation, a lot of secrets, a lot of, same thing, hidden truths, but that are leading to some sort of, or will, heartbreak. Now, does this relationship have to just come to an end? If both people cannot recognize that there is work that needs to be done, then yes. But if you have two people who are like, okay, this is unhealthy, I have to stop running. You're right. I have to stop chasing you if you run. I have to be emotionally available, or figure out why I'm not emotionally available. Are you willing to stick around while I do so? All right. Or I need time to myself to figure this out, and maybe I don't need anybody to stick around. These are things that are hard truths, but communication needs to be had here. Because it looks like two wounded people who are inflicting pain. So yeah, Three of Wands and the Nine of Cups. This definitely gives off, I'm keeping my options open so I can get every last lick and taste I can get. All right. This is a very indulgent type of energy here. Clarify one more time, the Three of Wands. Yes. Knight of Swords. Somebody's saying very busy, very active. And the Death card, Scorpio energy. Needs to be a change in this dynamic. Yeah. Somebody's keeping their options open, right? Maybe chasing after everything that they can, or keeping themselves busy to avoid the commitment, or to avoid establishing some sort of common ground. Whatever it is, the Spirit saying like it has to come to an end, or it has to change. Nine of Cups, when I see like this energy, is like somebody being selfish because his arms are crossed. He's very overindulgent. Nine of Cups can also be drinking a lot, partying a lot, but it seems like to be getting a lot of an emotional fulfillment in ways that are not just from one person. Tell me about the Five of Cups and the Knight of Wands. We got the Chariot, the Ten of Pentacles wanted to come out, and the Magician. So this is the challenge. Cancer energy, Gemini, Aries energy here, and a lot of water energy. The Chariot is all about moving forward. No matter how difficult the situation is, I'm moving forward. I'm manifesting new. I'm manifesting a new beginning. I am manifesting what I desire, what I want out of this situation. But this is the challenge here with the Five of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Chariot, I can't even talk, and the Magician. As much as somebody wants to move on, because of the emotional manipulation from a wounded person or individual who is using some sort of manipulative techniques, which manipulation, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. Is it impossible? No, but it is very difficult because somebody is intentionally using either their trauma, their low insecurity, They're wounding, emotional unavailability, and love bombing to keep someone from moving on. Queen of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. I mean, this literally screams to me, sure, I've invested a lot, but I can still, you know, have something else. I can have something better. And there actually might be a match for you because the Queen of Wands is being clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is contemplating, like, yeah, I invested a lot back there. I really did. But there could also be somebody out there who can invest equally into me. More than the Knight. Because over here you got the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Over here you got the King. Yeah, Page of Cups here. This definitely could be a new love, new emotions, meeting someone new. Four of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Five of Cups. But it's showing me here that indecisiveness, the word inadequate keeps coming up, or feeling not enough, lack of confidence, could cause you to miss an opportunity, especially, and I'm speaking to somebody who you know, right? This is nobody who's confused. You just know, or, I mean, you could be in denial. I'm going to say that. With the Two of Swords, you could definitely be in denial that the relationship that you're in is not it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we all been there. You're in denial because of the feelings, the emotions, the toxicity. I would say more of so the love bombing. And we remember, we use the word toxic. Sure, we use it a lot, but remember what toxic is. Toxic is consuming anything that kills, okay? I don't know if I could say that on YouTube. Think about that, you know, and there's a lot of things out there that are toxic nowadays. If you continue to do something, it is eventually going to kill the relationship. If you continue to do something, it's going to eventually, you understand? You know, I can't say a lot on YouTube, but it's going to do that. It's going to bring an end to something. So we use that word very like loosely, but it's the truth. If you continue to do something that is unhealthy and toxic for you, someone's going to go. Whether that is your true self, think about it. Think about how you come into a relationship sometimes very high vibrational, energetic, maybe healed from something previously, and you connect with something that is toxic. All right. It takes two to tango, but eventually you start to, and maybe even both people start to lose themselves. You lose that high vibration that you had, that high energy, who you were, who your friends said you used to be, and all your friends say, oh, you used to laugh all the time, you used to be brighter, you used to do this, and now you're starting to dip, and it happens slowly. It happens slowly, so you get comfortable in it. It's like a slow death, a slow kill. And I gotta stop saying that word. So yeah, metaphorically, YouTube. Think about that. Think about that, right? And there's a lot of contemplation here with the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, I've invested a lot. But the Queen of Wands is, I am confident enough, even though I invested this, it's not a loss. It's not a loss. I gained something because I gained myself back. I learned what I don't want. I learned what not to do, what not to accept. So it's never really a loss. Just because you invested in something and it didn't work out, stop looking at it as a loss. It's the same thing with relationships when people are like, oh, we were married for 20 years and we divorced. It failed. Well, there's something probably good that came out of that 20 years, even if it's recognizing who you don't want to be or who you don't want to be with, or, you know, who you are truly at your core, right? So don't look at it like that. But I would say be kind to yourself if you are, let me say be kind to yourself, because I'm getting a sense of denial here for some. A sense of denial. And this could just be due to being in a situation where you have been hurt repeatedly or gone through some sort of, I guess the best way to say emotional pitfall, because the Four of Cups is complacency. The Five of Cups is hurt, is sadness, is regrets, emotional wounding. And the Two of Swords is an inability to see it. Maybe even numbness to it all. And that's a dangerous place to be in. All right. Tell me about the Death here card. Three of Cups, Queen of Swords. Look at that. You got the Queen of Swords clarifying the Death card. I feel like the Queen of Swords is putting her foot down, speaking her truth, being very analytical of the situation to the point where it's like, now I got to do something to save myself, my life, my self-worth, whatever, right? Queen of Swords, she's very abrupt to the point to protect herself. And I'm seeing here with the Three of Cups energy, this is a card of celebrations, people being happy for you, cheering you on. Look at that, Three of Swords. And I was going to say, because you cut something toxic out, and there's the Three of Swords. Because you recognize something may be hurting you, or there was a third-party situation. I'm just going to call that out there. I mean, I'm going to say obviously, in this situation, it definitely seems like there could have been some running away and indulging in other things to feel some sort of validation. And I'm talking about all across the board, like somebody's running away to go get validation from other people, but simultaneously getting validation from you, chasing them. Five of Pentacles says, I'm tired. I am tired, I am wounded, and I am alone in this situation. All right. I am alone, I am drained. But Aries, I'm going to say this. This person may come back around. If this is somebody who's not in your life right now, this could be an indication that they're coming back around, because it says you are someone who they're realizing that you're different. Even though they tried to indulge with a lot of other energies, they're realizing how much you cared, how much you poured into them, how much, you were trying to build them up, or, did whatever you did. Because they have, you triggered me. I want to be different. You are so different from everyone around me. So that's up to you. That is up to you. All right. So that is what I have for you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.